What would you do if someone walked up to you with a camera and asked if they could tell your story?
Well, that's exactly what Southside native Nikki Carpenter does. And the stories she gets are what make her one of Chicago's hidden gems.
Can I take your photo and then ask you a little bit about Black Chicago? I just walk up to them. I say, hi, my name is Nikki. I'm a street photographer.
On any given Sunday, you could see lifelong Southsider Nikki Carpenter heading out of her home and walking down the street, her camera and her curiosity in tow. She's gathering stories for her passion project, Black Citizens of Chicago.
Hello, I am Nikki. I'm from Black Citizens of Chicago. And so what I do is I walk up to random Black people and ask if I can get their Black Chicago story.
And the answer, almost always, is yes. What's the mission?
I love telling the hidden story. What about the woman taking her child to school? What about the bus driver? What about the person cutting your grass? They have amazing stories that have yet to be unearthed.
Nikki unearths these stories on her Instagram page. A custodian so proud of his work. A woman whose love of gardening goes back generations.
It's people, it's moments.
Like this 100-year-old man who just voted. A cool cowboy type whose ride is a '68 Cadillac. Even a Tina Turner lookalike. What do you look for when you're walking around?
I can't explain what I feel, but when I see the person, I know. People always have a story. I feel like they're waiting for someone to even care enough to ask them, how's your day going? What are you thinking about today? Okay, we may have something coming up. Do you mind if I take your photo and get your Chicago story? I ask questions that'll prompt a story. If you could name this season in your life, what would it be called and why?
His birthday was yesterday, so.
Happy belated birthday.
So he's really coming into a new season.
I would say, well, actually the season that we're in now, so I would say fall.
So cool.
Nikki says she's always had a camera.
I've always had a love for photography. I am a master storyteller. I started off acting. I love the theater, and that was my gateway into stories, everyday life. That's so beautiful.
What have you learned, do you think, since you started doing this?
If we don't take photos of just everyday life, we will lose what that once was. I can't think of going through a sign that says colored entrance. I can't fathom that. I was born in '84. Thank God that it was captured, because we can look back and say, this is what we come from.
And where we are.
Oh, what do you love about Chicago?
There's a solidarity that comes with people from Chicago that you just don't get anywhere.
And sometimes there's even a surprise, like bumping into old friends.
Oh my God! Can I take your photo?
Absolutely.
Where do you want it to go?
I would love for it to be a coffee table book first, and then many documentaries.
But first, back to the sidewalk.
I feel like this is a gem about to happen. There are so many more stories. Hi! They're so evident. They're always there. It's stories everywhere.
So Nikki says her ultimate goal is to take all these pictures that right now she posts on Instagram and turn them into a coffee table book, and then bring the work to documentaries as well. You can see more of Nikki's projects at our website, cbschicago.com.